Hey.
Welcome to Can't Draw Horses Club.
Oh, thank you. Are you talking to me or the audience?
Everybody, even Ian is here. He,
I've
he's
never seen Ian not draw a horse before.
he's trying. He's trying very hard. There we go. Even you, MTV CDM. Although I don't expect you to slide into frame.
That would be
That would be an achievement.
frightening on a different level.
It's gonna Peter Pan through the window. So yes, today I have Heather with me.
I'm here. Yes. Confirmed.
Lunar Jade on Twitter and also
Yep.
on Twitch. Check out home streams by the team, but also especially Heather because that's a
My
good
streams
time.
are amazing
Yes.
based on me not listening to anybody because
Yes.
then I'd have to read reviews, and based on me never watching them because why would I watch myself? They
Don't do
must
it.
be amazing.
It's a mistake.
Yeah. hmm Weird things happen when you watch yourself. The mirror version of you comes into existence, and it's not pretty. Don't do it, Corey. Don't do it.
Are you there, Mirror Corey? No. Uh Today I did the slideshow. Well, mostly. I did run out of time
Mostly.
again. Because I started today, but I slept in like an extra hour.
Because of daylight savings times.
Did that happen?
No. Oh,
I
sorry.
found out
I forgot how time manipulation has worked over the past forever, and that it just scares everyone now to say anything. No,
yesterday. I finally checked, and my provincial ID card has been expired for like several months.
I check my passport like once a month, and I'm like,
My
is it expired
passport's
yet?
fine. My
Oh, it's fine
passport's
for
good.
several years. Is it
Yeah,
expired? It's fine still. Is it expired? Nope, still fine.
I got the 10-year one, but for the ID, it was like, well, I moved, but I don't want to pay extra to get my address updated right now.
Fair.
And
They
then
just put
I
a
just
sticker
kind
on
of
it anyway.
forgot, and now it's
If
actually expired.
if I had shown you my ID from when I moved, I could have shown you what the sticker looked like, and Ian probably could have replicated something for you to put it over top. That would be a bad idea for a few reasons, but it could have done
Doesn't
it.
help with the government back end.
Nope.
Anyways, present imitation time. I didn't check this scene beforehand. Yes, it works. Perfect. All right.
Yay!
Today on Can't Draw Horses Club. Style. Did you know style is inescapable? You see, what happens is there's like a thing you want to draw. Oh, my mouse is captured. And then it goes into your brain meets, and then it comes out different. Like there's a whole process when you're making anything visual. The handy arrows are for helping. And that's how you get things like, oh, all of these things were drawn by the same person. I can see it. You can see it. We can all see it. Welcome, Raiders, from Mix Harry Ann. I'm not gonna go back in the presentation. You'll just have to pick it up from where I go next, which is style is mostly used to group things together, like when the same person draws something, or the same person when they're older draws something, or like things that are from the same time period. Except, yeah, I mean, okay.
Sorry, Tiny Guardian is always so cute to me, and it will definitely hurt you.
See, what happens here is not all of these things are from the same time period, and yet what they have done is taken inspiration from things from a time period and put them through the brain meats, and out came this Nendroid. So individual style doesn't always matter. In the case of, well, okay, so the oil paintings I showed were John Singer Sargent. It was famous. that's kind of an individual style thing. But the Nendroid isn't. And if you work together on a team or with a property that's big, hopefully you get like a style guide that tells you like the rules for how to draw something that looks like it fits cohesively with the rest of the stuff.
Is this how your planning goes? Insert style guide pictures here.
No, I just couldn't. I started looking for Batman style guides because I know Batman has style guides. Just because it's a big DC property and it's had a lot of movies and things like that, and gone through a lot of different style revisions for like the animated series. But all of the pictures were like 400 by 400 pixels,
No, crime.
right?
Definite crime. Internet crime right there.
Internet crime, and they were tiny, and I got mad. And so I was like,
goodness.
I'll do this later. Well, also I looked at the clock at that point, and it was 12:30, and I was like, I can't
fair.
find a bigger picture.
Fair. It's fine. Chat can imagine the rest of them. They all know Batman. They're all really good at Batman.
So what we're going to do today is pretend that we work for Team Cherry, and we have to make more art for Hollow Knight. And in order to do that, we're going to have to look at some Hollow Knight art and then try to figure out what kind of decisions they made, like what kind of line thickness or how big are the eyes. These kinds of things that give Hollow Knight its distinct look. And we're going to try to recreate that to match, to make matchy-matchy. So yes, you got it, CAK host. It's time to draw bugs. Are we all ready for drawing bugs?
Oh no, Hollow Knight.
Oh no,
Oh,
terrible.
I will point out I did not suggest this topic. You came to me and you were like, all I can think about is Hollow Knight. And I was like, well, now all I can think about is Hollow Knight. Where did you think this was gonna go? Did you think this was gonna go, Corey? When you bring up my perfect video game.
I blame Buttercup, who was my last guest. How many weeks ago was it?
Yeah,
because
that was last week.
we got talking about it, and they had just finished a Steel Soul run, like 100%.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? I was so excited, and now I'm still thinking about Hollow Knight.
God, I should try another Steel Soul run. Should I have time to try that today? Yeah, maybe.
Oh god. So yeah, subs and notifications will be when I remember, but right now we just got that raid, and I guess from here we go. I typically when you're on, I do like the pencil and paper thing, but I'm doing.
You're gonna do that. I mean, okay, you were talking about line thickness, and they go with a lot of thicker lines. I mean, I think this is for their stuff, which might be
thick
easier
lines.
to do on a computer, really. Goodness, I love this book.
Now I think like your horse fashion that you worked on previously has kind of the correct line weight for
Yeah.
for a Hollow Knight, so it's not too bad.
I mean, I try, so because I'm doing paper and camera, and the rule of being in front of a camera, as far as I'm concerned, is to try and do a bigger thing than is necessary.
Be seen.
So that
Don't
people
be
can see it.
unseen. You're on camera. Try to be seen.
Try to be seen. Yeah. Yeah.
So now we come to the part of the show where we just look at the art book, which is like a style guide, but not.
It's not really a style guide, it's true, but it's a really good art book. Because it's literally done by Alina the Chronicler. It's in universe.
Why are all the books so cute? I love them all.
Right? Well, okay. Well, no, even Bardoon's pretty cute there. Where's the big? There we go. This is less cute.
Oh
It's
yeah,
full
I
of
hate
holes and
the screaming and the squishy
orifices.
noises. Yeah,
And yeah,
there we go.
and yeah, so there. We found a not cute thing. Although wow, when it has a tiny cape, it's a little cuter.
All right, I'm gonna look up pictures of Hollow Knight.
It's kind of cute
Uh,
at that point.
and frankly, I'm just gonna try drawing myself a Hollow Knight first.
Oh yeah, there we go. Deep Nest, the most terrifying place in the whole game.
That's because the lighting is poor. If it was better
I
lit,
hello. There's the whole like noise forever in your ears of something scraggling around in the walls, and the spider people get you.
and the spider people get you. Yeah.
Yeah, if you sit down on the bench.
Alright.
Spoilers if you haven't played the game by now. You're gonna have to sit down on the bench if you want to do that part, but it's terrifying when you do. Ah, man, Silksong can't come out soon enough for me, even though I don't want it to come out until it's done. Uh,
Boop.
okay.
All right, I've done it. No, I grabbed a reference.
I'm just gonna search Hollow Knight.
I went for like an in-game screenshot because that's
The benches are so pretty in the game.
yeah. Mm. Now I'm just looking at screenshots.
Yeah, it's really easy to get sucked into that. I'm gonna look up the bank lady because I remember thinking she was really neat. Yeah, there we go. Millibede. Millibelle.
All right, teeny tiny, just the way I like them.
Or oh shoot, I can't remember her name. Bampanada lady.
Papanada.
Bampanada. She great too.
Batamas Gio?
That's sly.
I know. Papanada. Pencil. I try pencil. Real pencil. Okay. Alright. Let's get to my little bug body. Alright.
Oh yeah, Gorb.
Gorb!
It's one of the ghosts you end up fighting. It just keeps yelling, "I'm Gorb," or maybe I was just yelling, "I am Gorb."
Maybe you were the one yelling.
Maybe that was just me, but I know I yelled it a lot, so it was probably in the game. I I make up a lot of stuff in video games, especially if I'm streaming it, and sometimes the events of the game may differ. Okay. So I figure if I wanted to draw, say, a ladybug version of a
Right.
character, Millabelle would be very similar in shape. She's this big, round-ish
Right.
kind of bug. But they also do like this really good job of like in your little he's not the Hollow Knight really. In your little knight character, your little being that you need to protect that's yourself throughout the whole game. Um he's got like a cape wishy thing going on with what is essentially like probably wings. All right.
Just
I'm
doing
also
love.
just gonna look up what a regular ladybug looks like first. I haven't been outside in a while.
Don't get ladybugs coming into your house, hanging out on your green screens.
Oh goodness, what does this say about me? Yep. Nope. This makes sense. I have most of my search references have just shown me Miraculous Ladybug, which, yeah, fair, internet, fair.
Oh, taken down by your own search history.
Yep. Here we go. All right, so if I were to draw out a normal ladybug. I also couldn't find my pencil sharpener for some reason today, but I have a stack of very sharpened pencils, so I think I'll be okay.
Right. Not focusing on mine because it's just a really light sketch layer that will not show up on camera no matter what I do, so I'm not going to bother. So you're the star of the show right now, Heather.
Oh no. All right. Don't judge me for what I think bugs look like now. So I'm looking at a reference.
Now that you've been indoors forever.
I mean, it rained yesterday. That was nice. I look outside sometimes. Just, I don't bring indoors and outside indoors. Indoor out the side.
Like, they do some kind of sharp angles, but they don't really point them a lot, unless it's like a deadly weapon.
Yeah, needles, nails. I think maybe a certain if the enemy's attacking, you could probably get some sharper angles. Uh, what's his face in the circus? Has a lot of jagged edges from his cloak. It's also been a little while since I've attempted to play the game again, which means I should definitely start a Steel Soul run cold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'll be great.
Be done in like 5 minutes.
I mean, I figured I'd just do the I'd get one of the easier endings
Mm-hmm.
first. And then after I've definitely made myself too confident, I'll do the really hard ending.
Right. All right. Here we go. There's my boy.
Oh, it's very good.
That's cute. Oh.
Okay.
Now I can see chat and my reference.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to don't hide chat if you can't see.
It's very
them.
important that I see chat.
You don't know what's happening. Also, though, if you can't see chat, you shouldn't tell chat that. They get very um scared when they cannot be seen.
Mm. See, I need to go a little thicker on the line.
Okay, and
My
there's
arm
kind
is
of like
stiff.
I don't know. I guess these are supposed to be eyes. Sure. Okay.
On the ladybug,
Yeah.
it looks like your ladybug has two heads.
It
Is that just
has
like a
it this looks like it has kind of like almost a muzzle based on this
right?
photo I'm looking at.
Okay,
Um
mouth parts.
Because I think usually when you see like a cartoon drawn ladybug, what you see is just kind of like a circle, and maybe like this, some like spots on it.
Yeah,
Um, but ladybugs have like they have like more to their head than that. So I need to. I wonder if there's a picture on the internet of the underside of a ladybug. And am I going to scare myself if I
just
see
like an
that?
upskirt ladybug.
It's kind of a yep. Hmm. Man, they get less cute when you do this. Ooh, pictures of them with their wingy flaps open too. Okay. Uh it's just that you always see a because I'm intentionally gonna try and draw what I think a Hollow Knight ladybug would look like. But generally you see a bug from the front or like from kind of the underneath because it's standing up
Yeah,
in more of that humanoid way that you wouldn't really see a bug do.
no. A lot of insects have 6 legs, unless they're in Hollow Knight, and then they get 2 legs and maybe some arms.
Yeah, it's funny because kind of what I'm doing is what you end up doing with a lot of pattern drafting of an object where you need to kind of draw out what it looks like from the back and the front and the side
Right.
to get a better idea of what your pattern pieces need to look like. Almost like weird
Kind of also trying to pick
shell.
some colors. Just kind of eyeball it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not.
Yeah, like a lot of Hollow Knight's colors are very dark, blues, grays, blacks, um, and then you have like the really bright orange. There's a little bit of red used in some of the DLC, and then like a light yellow thing in like the spirit realm god area. Um, kind of a nice bright purple in some spaces with the tree collecting thing.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I think I got close to the correct blue gray
Ooh,
for the
yeah. Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm.
like cloak.
Yeah, I guess there is Green Path. Green Path has a lot of green.
And then a
Very
lot of
mossy.
orange.
Orange is the bad color. It's like being in the village and finding out you shouldn't touch red.
But it's also like a really saturated orange versus everything else, which is like the grays and muting.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, it's interesting. Its legs kind of all connect up here, even though the bottom legs are actually longer.
On your ladybug? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like underneath, they like you when you see them from the top, they like kind of look like they poke from the bottom, but from the underneath, they're all kind of connected up in here. So your bottom legs are kind of like really long, but your center legs are a little bit shorter, and then your top legs are even shorter still, which is kind of neat. The thing I've never noticed before. Because I'd have to turn a ladybug over and be a monster really to do it, but hmm.
Trying to figure out like the correct gray for shading. 'Cause there is a little bit of off-white. So I think the pure white's just kind of like rim light and
I mean, like you're drawing the character, the player character,
yeah,
and he's wearing a mask,
yeah.
which is I don't think they all wear masks, but it kind of seems like they do.
But they're like,
Because some of them seem like that's their face. It's just white.
I don't know, it's like a very skull theme. So I think they are all wearing masks. Exoskeletons are kind of masks. Kinda.
Yeah, they have like a mask maker, so you know that they're masks at one point. Like when you're playing the game, I don't think it's a thing you really think about until you come across the mask maker. At least it's not a thing I thought about because I'm just like, well, this is how this world works. I'm in a video game.
Right.
Yeah, no. You know what? I'm not gonna do a side view. I don't like what I'm doing there. Just not gonna do it. I'll do this other one. So you do
The oh god, the duelist. Because he wears his mask as like a hat.
I yeah, Quirrell? Or maybe it's the other dude.
I don't remember their names, but like Sai's not wearing a mask. Sly. Sly's not wearing a mask. But yeah, Quirrell, I think. I think it is Quirrell.
Yeah, and like the snail shaman has a snail hat. So you just kind of see glowing eyes. Uh Celebra is just kind of a grub thing. Tiso. Tiso was the other one I was thinking of, but that's again just kind of like a hooded. You don't really get to see a face thing. I don't think Cornifer's wearing a mask either. All right, Tiny Grubs.
Unless
Poor,
they're not.
poor little grubs. Shush. There's only 5 mimics in the whole game, and I'm still mad that Adam didn't find a single one because he gave up on bug jars.
No! They're
Mm-hmm.
crying. You can hear them crying.
Yep. Monster.
Okay. Just gonna clean up some of my layers and actually save my crap.
I'm also going to point out he never found out what happens with the bank lady
Wow.
because I don't think he
Wow.
believes in video game banks, which honestly is a little fair, but still.
There we go. Papanada.
I didn't watch him play all of Hollow Knight because I didn't have that kind of time, but it is one of those games where if I find out a friend is streaming, my computer suddenly just turns on to their stream somehow. And I have to watch. And then I have to pull myself away because I generally have work to do, and I shouldn't be watching other people play video games.
Hmm. I'm looking at pictures of bugs now to pick a bug to make.
Yeah.
Now that I think I kind of got, an idea of what they got going.
You went for reproducing a thing to kind of get an idea of their style.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna try and do your own. It's a good idea.
Maybe an assassin bug?
Ooh. I mean, I did find the praying mantis village really interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's like one of the only areas in the game once you defeat that they don't attack you unless you attack them, right? But their mannerisms change as well. They've also got that bee area.
Yeah, which was DLC. Oh yeah, definitely assassin bug. Gonna go with Cynia incognita.
Ooh. Am I saying I don't normally watch every stream every one of my friends is doing? Look, if you're a fan of Loading Ready Run and you follow even a fifth of the home streams that people do, I'm sure you know incredibly how impossible that task is. I would have to stop being friends with a lot of people in order to keep up with all of my friends' video game streaming shenanigans.
All right. It's got beefy arms. Just gonna try sketching this bug a little bit.
It's neat. It's like their wings that they hide are almost kind of like they're translucent, but they're not. They're really dark. Like almost like a stained thing going on. But you can see like these little sections on them.
Mm.
All right. So let's go back to what Millabelle looks like, because I think she's gonna have kind of the right starter shape. It's kind
Hmm. Weird spiky stuff going on. Oh, that bit folds back like a mantis.
Okay, I start with this egg shape. Just have to find the rest of the ladybug in it.
So you're doing like the full front view?
Yeah. Well, stylized front view. Right, because I don't want my ladybug to look just like that. That'd be weird, I think. Also, its head would be straight up. So I feel like in some respects they're pulling the head of a bug a little bit down to be more
Well, they're also giving them
humanoid.
like 2 eyes instead of like however many eyes the bug actually has.
Yeah, yeah, and they generally don't have like all of the limbs that a bug has and such. So I have to think about what the ladybug's head looks like from a front view, which I guess be kind of a roundish thing. Wait, no, its eyes don't go there. It's got a little bit of a muzzle, which I guess I could just take off because most cartoon ladybugs don't even bother with it. This would be the eyes. Because it would have little snouty things right here. Antennae.
Okay, the mantis lords don't look anything like mantises. They're just the lords of mantises.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I feel so lied to.
All right. Hmm. So I'm going to put the head somewhere around here. Um, actually, maybe
Wings are like.
let's pull out. Let's cut off some of this eggy.
I should have done my warm ups. Noticing a big problem where I'm just like feeling like tight and cramped and I'm not like sitting up properly.
Ah,
It's making it hard to draw straight lines.
I mean, you just do them now.
That shape.
Okay. Even though you don't typically see this much of it because we're doing it from the front, make it somewhat noticeable. Back shell port in the front area. Actually, take a look at what?
People are talking about Kamen Rider, such as, Cooley is bigger than accurate, or in the case of MTV CDM saying Kamen Rider is 100% scientifically accurate, and I'm just thinking about Kamen Rider Ghost, where one of the mythology, the heroes, the mythological heroes is Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a real human person.
Are you saying Robin Hood wasn't real?
I might be.
It's based on folklore, so to a degree, there probably was, maybe not a person, but people who were being robbed.
The other characters are real though, like
Again,
Edison existed.
Again. I don't. You why are you saying Robin Hood is fake? Oh, the other people are real. They're all real, Corey. I don't know what you're talking about. What, there's real stuff about that. It's not historically accurate.
Fine. I would say there's some overlap between history and science.
Okay, well, I mean, there's when they brought up like Edison, it's like, really, that's the hero you want to go with?
So you're gonna go? Yes, yeah. I know they made some choices.
I mean, to tell you the truth, most of what I remember about that show is us yelling things like "knife, knife," and
which again, Jack the Ripper, right?
Right, that's who that was.
That's who that was. But I don't know if Jack the Ripper had scissor guns. Like,
well, they took some artistic liberties, definitely. No one, as far as I understand it, that's still kind of like an unsolved mystery to a degree.
Oh, the Scotchonomicron's a real thing. Easily Crazy Hat. I don't think that's exactly the spelling of the title, but the Scotchonomicron totally exists.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I really thought somebody in chat was just making up that from like the Necronomicon and adding in like Scotch eggs.
No, it's similar to the Doomsday Book. It is like a historical record of families and history in Scotland.
Oh,
from like the
neat
1300s.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh no, it's not even from the 1300s. It's from the start of known history. it's from zero. I forgot that it was like ambitious. I agree with Asthanius. I wish Doomsday Book was spelled like Doomsday instead of Domesday. Some leggies. Leggies. Let's get a round, flat body. I guess I can skip the middle arms and just do the pinchies. Which are like crab claws.
I feel like if you're a ladybug in Hollow Knight, that you're because the spotted shell is a hard shell, right? So it's not going to have necessarily like the wrinkles or the flowy movement of like some of the gossamer kind of wings
Yeah.
end up having for their clothes, which I feel like means that what you're wearing compared to like the player character wearing kind of like a cape thing or Hornet wearing almost like a shawl keepy thing,
Yeah.
that what you're wearing is a raincoat.
A little ladybug raincoat
Yeah, it's basically a raincoat.
with a little hood.
Yeah, so I think I have to give it some ram boots.
Yes.
So give some booties. So little booties. So remind myself of what. Yeah, that's like that. So we'll do like some little little rain boots. Little galoshes.
Get that shape in.
Also, I'm now gonna look up what a human raincoat looks like. Ah, yes, the standard yellow one. So they typically kind of have like a necky thing, which means I can maybe even bake this into being less round. Try to make it look a little more like a coat. Let's see. Human coat would be kind of like this. Overlap. Little pocketesies. But if we want to maintain a little bit of a bug look, we should go for more of an open coat.
Just kind of trying to figure out how, like, because it's an assassin bug, so maybe it's kind of flat, like low to the ground, and trying to stealth under stuff from the shadows. Like it's quick moving, and then it gets you with its big beefy arms.
So so maybe like something small or
Just trying to get like the
like
body
what
shape to
what kind of
communicate ambush because it's an assassin beetle.
oh, so kind of more like
Yeah, I'm trying to get that
mm.
instead of it. I think it would be like the same height as like a mantis lord if it was standing up, except it's got like this big wide leaf shaped butt that's also flat.
If you're doing an assassin bug, so yeah, something that camouflages, so like a leaf bug
Yeah,
is a great idea. Or like even if you wanted to get like really uh as I was playing through Animal Crossing and there's like a bug you can catch. It's like uh a it looks like a white praying mantis kind of thing
right.
because it's you find it on like the flowers, so it's supposed to hide in with like the white flowers and the orchid praying mantis. Yes, thank you, chat. The orchid mantis, and my brain was just like, oh, I hope they have orchid mantises in Silksong. Because
That would
Silksong
be
has
so
like a lot of
good.
red and white going on in what they've shown so far, and like bright whites and stuff too with one of the first enemies or what looks like a boss battle thing.
Right.
So I feel like that would look really cool. This up a little bit more. Hood. Does anything in Hollow Knight have shoes of any kind? I don't think so. Generally just have little spindly legs. But that doesn't mean they can't. Doesn't mean bugs can't have shoes.
All right, we are coming up on our first break.
Okay.
No notifications waiting in the wings, so we will be back after some messages. Everyone, stick around. Hello again. It's us, Can't Draw Horses Club. Today, we're trying to draw things in the style of Hollow Knight. And by things, I mean bugs. We're trying to make new bug characters.
I mean, there's not that many things that aren't bugs in Hollow Knight. There's some, I think, maybe. I'm
like
having a hard time thinking of what one of them is.
benches, jars.
Oh, I don't physical
rocks.
Objects. Okay.
There's rocks. Dirt. And PVCDM's here with the dirt. Yeah. Water.
Okay, some
bubbly
of that
water. There's bubbly water.
Stay out of the bubbly water.
Thorns.
Even though, so there's a thing you should definitely not do in Hollow Knight, which I did a lot, which is just jump from a very high height to the bottom of the ground. There's no fall damage as far as I know, but sometimes there's bubbly water down there, and gone.
It's a classic like Metroidvania problem where your vision is so limited to the one screen.
Also, I do that. I've done that in the Metroid games. Just been like, I'm fine now. Oh shoot!
Classic Metroidvania problem.
Except so in Hollow Knight, when I fall down, generally I don't hit anything on the way. I just kind of hit some bubbly water and perish. In Metroid, it's like that cartoon character that falls out of a tree and hits every branch on the way down. I hit every enemy on the way down.
You should try Gun Boots? What's the game? Downwell.
Gun Boots. I want to play a game called Gun Boots.
It's like what you're describing, where you hit every enemy on the way down, except you shoot them, and that's how you kill them.
Yeah,
it's
I've heard
just
down well.
a long falling Metroidvania, except it's not a Metroidvania. You just you shoot down while you're falling down.
I mean, to be honest, I've played some very terrible Metroidvanias to the point that I don't find that a selling point of a game. If your first words are like, hey, this video game's great, it's a Metroidvania, you're gonna have to give me some extra words to convince me to play. That's all I'm saying. Also, I don't typically just play games based on their mechanics. I need to know the story and a bunch of other stuff to get involved.
Like, are there ladybugs?
Yeah, very important. I mean, Hollow Knight, I thought was Shovel Knight spin-off for the longest time based on the name alone, which is why I didn't come near it at all with like 100-foot pole. And then I saw when it hit the Switch, they did an ad for it, and it was just like, this cute thing? Why did nobody tell me?
I think I was looking at like an AGDQ thing because they were doing exploits in it where it's like you start dodging and then you pause and then it would like push you to the next screen, and I was like, oh, this is cute. But I think it was mostly after you started playing it that I picked it up.
I mean, I can be sold on a game's cute aesthetic, and then I can get really burnt on it.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know, the mechanic of like, oh, this game is an action RPG. It's like, okay, cool. Well, I've got nothing against those. Is there something else about the game I can know about? You know, oh, it's a Souls-like game. Okay, well, it gives me an idea of difficulty, but it doesn't really tell me much about the game. It just doesn't do it for me. I need something. Something else. Show me a picture, show me that it's cute. Make me fall in love with a character. Action is one of the least useful game descriptors. I feel like most video game genres are not great as a selling point. It's just like, this game's a visual novel. Cool. Well, I know what kind of thing I should be in for, but hey, Ace Attorney is a visual novel game. Yeah, okay. Hope that's not how you're selling that game. There's so much more to it. Okay. Right, so it's trying to make kind of a hood. Also, I find video game genres just really weird because they're all they're mostly mechanics based. When people talk about them, people don't tell me the genre of the story in the game. Unless it's like a horror game, I guess.
But even then, it's just like, is it a point and click? Is it like a adventure?
Is it Is it a jump scare horror game? Is it a running away horror game? Is it a camera flashy horror game? Is it Little Nightmares? Which, by the way, there's an iOS version of of Little Nightmares. That's not just Little Nightmares. What's it called again?
An iOS version of Little Nightmares that's not Little Nightmares.
Very Little Nightmares.
Aw.
And it's super cute looking. It's probably a little bit less scary. It's so tiny. Tiny, tiny little raincoat person and sort of thing.
Just eat some rats.
I keep trying to forget that scene. I can't. It comes up in my memory all the time, but I do try to forget about it.
Oh, that's why.
The first game keeps going on sale on the Switch for like $10, and it includes the DLC stuff that we didn't really do. And every now and then, my brain's like, "You want to play that?" And then the rest of my brain's like, "Why are we having this conversation again? Why do you want to do this to yourself? You don't like scary games. Why do you keep wanting to play this one?" Okay, we'll put little dots on the hood so people know that somehow this is still part of the show. I don't like the dots. I'm taking them away.
Oh.
Only off the hood. Hmm. Make these eyes bigger.
Never really used the moving around, like selecting and moving stuff digitally, so I'm having fun trying that out to fix my
Oh,
issues.
you've seen people do that? It's looks like a fairly good tactic. Especially if you remember to layer things. I constantly forget to layer when
Yeah.
I'm doing digital drawings, and then I'll be like, oh, I could fix this if I could just all right. Uh okay. I'll just start a new layer, draw over it, get rid of the other one.
No, this is I can actually I can just move stuff around on the same layer.
Oh, okay. I like your big beefy arms.
They're really good.
They're good. Center line.
I wanted the wings to kind of act like a cloak. Like trailing behind like a ghost.
Mm. Something kind of wavy then. Like a bed sheet.
Yeah. Not sure about like the leggies because they are pretty long, but at the same time I want them to be like concealed. Although I suppose that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna try and color this a bit. I'm gonna grab the color layer thing from my earlier stuff.
Mm. Sorry, Chad's just like, jellyfish. Some things that aren't bugs. And I'm like, oh, someone was thinking about it this entire time.
Thank you.
Uh, you're perfect. Love it. Can't believe I blanked on jellyfish. They can be real annoying. Keep blowing up on you. I mean, I guess there is technically some sort of spider about. I don't know if you actually ever see it.
Hmm.
It's like a lot of webbing.
Aren't jellyfish just water bugs? No. Medusoids are different from bugs.
Jellyfish are beautiful and should never be touched.
And have like 13 life stages.
Oh shit, really?
It's a lot.
I can barely handle like the 3 I get.
Yeah, no. Jellyfish, uh, like you look at insects and it's just like egg, larva, pupa, blah, 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 adult, mature. Now they make new ones. The jellyfish are just like, uh, I'm like a little polyp, or I'm in a stack, or I'm now a little floaty thing, or I'm a little different floaty thing, or maybe I should just go back to being a stack. Like,
Like when you say a stack, do you mean like 3 Goombas in a?
yep, yep,
Okay, I'm. Mm.
yep. Some jellyfish are like that. In real life, this bug is brown. What the fudge is this brush? Spray? How did I get spray can?
Got a very graffiti-esque bug going on.
Yeah. Mmm. Mmm.
Huh. If I Trying to figure out how to show the arms because the way I've brought this over, you're really not gonna. Gonna really see them. So they're just kind of sticking out here. I guess kind of like this.
There, it's beautiful.
Aw.
Doesn't look anything like what it's supposed to. Alright.
I like that its antennae are like pointed back, like it's whooshing. Yeah, like it's got a bit of a whoosh feel,
Yeah.
gliding through the air.
Their antennae are like the biggest thing about them. It's they should be much bigger. They have like, I don't know, 3 segments. Should be like first segment, second segment, and then just a little dinky.
Ooh, I like that actually. I like the little bendy.
Whoops. No. No. Get out of here. Go away, Windows. No one likes you.
So true.
There. This is like if the protagonist was an assassin bug. That's what this is like. The actual bug is kind of like a pale brown, so I'm gonna actually try.
I can't. Just a little bit more hood like. I mean, it's meant to be a hood, but I feel like maybe instead of a hood, just we're wearing a scarf now. Make it a
Ooh.
scarf. I just added a little bow-esque thing down here. Just kind of wrap around a little bit more to get rid of some of these lines. Just wearing a headscarf instead. Right, I don't have a pencil sharpener. Just use this other pencil. Whenever go out with my grandma, she would wear headscarves because the wind bothered her ears, and she
Okay.
had these really nice elaborate like designs of scarves that she would wear over her head like this. I really do feel like this bug gives you cookies or something.
And and they're not poisoned?
uh Hard to say.
Maybe they break after one use, you know, that kind of thing.
Ah, I see you're changing up your color scheme.
Yeah. Trying to go more with what the actual bug looks like.
Um,
But I think I can push it to more looking like a ghost or something.
clean up some of the excess stuff I had going on here. I love working in pencil because it's so messy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really no clear. I don't have like a super clear way of how you're supposed to clean it up outside of just like uh taking a piece of onion paper and doing your inking over top.
Well, you'd need a light table.
Mm. Yeah, that would help. All right. I think that's roughly good. I decided, in terms of coloring today,
Mm-hmm.
that it would be more fun to pull out these.
Nice.
Oh shoot! I even have my name written.
Are these from
These are-
school?
They seem like they're not very much used, so uh, not like I think these aren't super from school period so much as Heather was like, "Hey, crayons, those seem like fun." All right, let's see. We got going here. This is red. What color is this? Violet red. Sure. Okay. Um, keep some of the blue, purpley colors as an option. Maybe not blue green though. Blue.
Are those the same blue? One's more royal.
One's a little bit brighter than the other.
Mm-hmm.
The violet red is kind of a pink. Red is a very red, and the red violet is purple. I'm sorry. The violet
Wow.
red and the red violet.
Mm.
Okay. All right. That's not confusing. Did I not grab black? I did not. Black. Now, are wax crayons a thing you can mix?
You can layer them.
I do. Right. So not really in like a paint way.
Not in a
Kind of
paint way.
more in a sort of marker way.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Mix them with a heat source in a bowl. Yeah. I definitely left some wax crayons maybe a little too close to the heat register a few times as a kid. Not not a happy thing for my parents.
Moms love it. Keep
Okay.
keep wax crayons in your pants pockets, especially your denim jeans. I
Ooh.
recommend yellow or green.
So just from regular running out in the sun body heat or left in the clothes
Left in the
in the
clothes.
washing machine.
Yes.
Hmm. What kind of a dark red color? Hmm. Ooh. Oh, I like scarlet better than red. It's got a little bit of an orange flavor to it.
Just like a swoosh.
Doing a Mantis Lord.
Doing a Mantis Lord.
Nice. I like the Mantis Lord fight.
Honestly, yeah, it's my favorite. My
It's so
favorite.
good. I think in the harder version of that fight, you fight all three of them at the same time.
Yeah.
But it just still feels like a really good fight.
Like it's really well like choreographed and signaled. Like you're not
Mm.
if you die in that fight, you know why.
Yeah.
Which is always a good feeling. Versus not knowing why. Like when we were playing Control, the biggest frustration is just death from unknown source. Like how do you change your strategy if you don't know what's not working.
Yeah. Yeah, like I definitely spend a lot of time running into a video game being like, okay, let's see if I can figure out the patterning and what's the thing I should do. What's the best thing I should do against this patterning? That works for me cuz sometimes there's a really good way to do a thing, but if you can't pull it off, it's not really the best way maybe for me.
Mm-hmm.
I watched So I went back and I rewatched you playing Ord on Talking Sim, and there was like this point where you yelled out, "Why are there children in my house?" and I spit tick all over my computer. By the way,
God, when it
caught me off guard.
got us in that work life loop. Oh,
Okay, so that's the Portals one. There's three different portal worlds
yeah.
in that one. You found two. You found the yellow text one is kind of a Windy City esque thing where you can go into a city and actually get into jail and then have to escape and a bunch of other stuff. You found the Groundhog Day loop, which is meant to be like this really boring, how do I get out of here, get home. You got a bad ending for that, which is weird because I got a good ending for that one.
It's not weird that I got the bad ending.
And there's another one. If you'd gone through the beginning thing where it says where it said roars, if you'd gone in there, you would have found the jungle dinosaur portal.
Ooh. Jungle dinosaur.
And the yeah, I played I've gotten all the different achievement unlocks for that game. Um
All the Chivos in Ord.
but I did play, I think I played through getting an ending of some kind in Quest on stream. Which, by the way, if you'd eaten the mushrooms, your text would have gone rainbow and wavy.
That would have been fun.
I really like that game. It's like I think it can be really hard to stream it for too long.
That is why I cut it short.
But
I
as
was just like, because the amount of repetition, like
yeah,
doing
yeah,
the
you
same
have to
thing
do a
over and
lot.
over on stream, like I guess if you're grinding a game, I guess it's still unpleasant to do on stream. Actually, even grinding on stream is unpleasant.
But just as like a concept, a very simple text adventure. Now you have to figure out what that word means in the context of stuff that you know.
Yeah.
I tell you, the foul things one is incredibly complicated and hard. I had to look up a walkthrough to be able to get out of that one
Wow.
because it's kind of the repetitive nature of that one makes it really hard because you're constantly getting caught and you just kind of you're like, I okay, because there's so much to go through on it and so many ways you can die. Whereas some of the other ones you die so quickly that it's like, oh, okay, you just go again and you know not to do the thing that you did. But yeah. I also really like the one where you play God, because it just feels like you're ordering things off of a menu.
Yeah. Oh god. I just when I hit the chicken, when I did not hit the chicken, and Cameron was like, "I know that face." I'm like, "Am I making a face?" This is my normal face. Do I have resting kick chicken face? Like, it's like, ooh, a chicken. I could hit it.
Good.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like dying in the video game. It's useful to see what would happen.
Yeah, I mean, part of the fun of that game is watching the achievements pop up. It's like, oh, you did this thing. Well, now you've got an achievement for dying from overdosing on coffee, which is one of the really good ones. Yeah. Because once you pop those, if you do that again, you're not gonna it doesn't pop up again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yeah, the coffee overdose one is good. I think there's another one you can get by staying at home. So I was just so happy to see that you had played it. I was like, yes,
I knew it
finally
was
going to
also
play.
pretty small and short, so it was easy enough to. And I was driving, so.
I mean, we all know that if you hit a chicken in a video game, bad things will probably happen.
But that's why
We've all
That's
played the Zelda
why
games.
I would do it, not because it's
Not
like
because you.
it's I feel like I deserve to be punished. No, uh, I'm not sitting here playing Resident Evil trying to collect eggs.
Why would you? Why would you collect eggs and something like that?
I don't know.
Who collects eggs in anything?
I don't know.
Outside of a game called Fabergé Egg Collector, why would you collect eggs?
Ooh, Fabergé egg collector.
Yeah.
And you just have like a display case of Fabergé eggs.
Maybe after you've become a collector and you've gotten so into collecting them, eventually you start trying to make your own.
Just gonna blow out my own egg. I've never blown an egg.
Can't say I have.
Like, I know theoretically how to do it. Like, it was always an option when you're doing, like, Easter eggs, when you're dyeing them.
Actually, I think I tried once because there was like this thing of like, oh, if you hard boil the egg and you do this thing, you can get the shell off in this. You're talking about the other kind, though.
Yeah. I'm talking about emptying an egg of its contents so that you have the shell.
Yeah, I've never done that. I feel like anytime we've done that thing of like coloring Easter eggs or whatever, it's the egg is still inside.
When they did the art thing of Egg Ian, Alex blew out his egg. And
Mm.
it's in Ian's cubby.
Oh, neat. Okay, cool. Making friends with ceiling egg.
The number of people who think ceiling egg is a real egg is astounding.
Ceiling egg is an egg at heart, but not real in terms of like it's gonna mold and be a food item.
Not like that butter couch.
No, that was definitely in the fridge for too long. Also, I would highly recommend not touching anything in the freezer. I know not many people go into the Moonbase freezer, but if what's in there that I think is still in there,
That cake?
yeah,
Don't. No,
don't.
especially not after it got wet.
Yeah. Hmm.
Just trying to pick another character to kind of suss out. Yeah, I'll try Quirrell.
Quirrell's great.
All right.
Did a little comic about Coral.
Did a little comic about Quirrell.
Yeah, came in the special edition with the game. Just this one.
Ah.
I had to go through the list of pins that Fangamers made. I think I'm missing one or two.
Kind of a round body.
It's like the one thing about not going to conventions over the last little while is I haven't really fangamered as much as I
You've
normally
basically
would have.
caught up on all the merch that's available.
No, I'm pretty sure we don't have the fudge in the fridge anymore.
No, that's
Yeah,
not there.
I think that's been gone for a while. The fridge-esque portion gets cleaned out a little bit more regularly than, say, Mark III's fridge ever did, from what I can tell. I think there's something about it being a full-size fridge instead of a mini fridge that makes people not want to have it smell in a way that means we're not keeping it anymore. But the freezer is a whole different little area of mystery.
And shame.
Hmm. I'm gonna make the booties blue.
My Quirrell's a little upset.
Seen some things, that one. Hey, Pleasant Kenobi. Thanks for that raid.
Oh, hello everyone. We're currently investigating the style of Hollow Knight. Because, maybe if we submit a portfolio, Team Cherry will hire us and then we'll get to play Silk Song early.
Don't toy with me.
Well, we have to move to Australia, but,
Oh, that's
it's
rough.
worth it.
Yeah,
Worth it.
probably okay. Probably okay with that. What color should I make the headscarf?
Black. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Like a really obviously dark black.
You think PK calls you pies. Well, welcome, pies, to Horse Club. I mean, can't draw horses club. As you can see, we are not currently drawing horses.
I mean, that's on brand.
Horses not guaranteed. Oh, I never actually noticed that the line in the top of Quirrell's hat is a crack in the mask.
Mm.
I thought it was just like a two-segmented, like layered thing. Is there a glossary at the back?
Seeing what the table of contents is. People or places. No glossary in the back.
He's at the lake, isn't he?
Yeah. He shows up in a number of places. I hang out on benches and things. Tiso does too. Tiso's kind of a butt though.
Yes, random trivia. It is plural horses. It is the name of the stream. Can't Draw Horses Club. That
Link
is the new
in-
and updated hashtag. Can't Draw Horses Club. So
You have
yeah.
a hashtag?
Yeah, well,
Fancy.
I want to see the art. Show me the child.
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely. Definitely show, especially the bug art.
Yeah, right?
All right, so
Zoot.
Grum. Big Grum. So many things to say. I tried to do a playthrough once where you don't save him because there's an achievement for saving him and an achievement for not saving him. But you need to go a certain amount through to not save him, and I kind of couldn't do it.
This is what Zoot looks like. A little blob body. There we go. That's it. Or maybe I should actually like. And then
They don't draw Coral with a crack in the mask in the comic. Which doesn't necessarily mean it's just that because that could mean he just hasn't got a crack in his mask yet.
and there's like sticky.
Is that helpful?
There.
See on any of the art cards.
That's Zoot.
I mean, okay, so there's a part in the game where if you rescue that bug that's crying and she goes up into the surface.
And her fanfic.
She writes a fanfic, and there's a thing you can do to basically enter a dream world to go fight her version of what she thinks Zoot is like. But there's also like many other Zoot-like creatures in the whole thing, and one of them is just kind of like these Zoot blobs. Go, Coral.
Hey! So cool. Should have like a shadow. Yeah.
Also, there's a thing where he's like talking to her up in Dirtmouth, I think. And if you talk to him, he has like 99 rules or 100 rules for a certain thing. If you keep talking, he goes through all of them. It's amazing. I probably read all of them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, how could you not?
I got things to do.
And you if you rescue him and do whatever, you end up fighting I think you end up fighting him. Yeah, you end up fighting him in the arena as well. But you're fighting the real him, and it's just kind of it's a bad feels fight because he is not his nail can't do any damage, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Oh, that's true. There is the Zoe Endless mode, which you find in the God DLC in the statuary. There's like this really weird extra cavern thing you have to unlock, like open up and jump up into. Uh, and you can just keep fighting Zote forever. And if you get through, I think it's that one. I think in that section, if you fight him past a certain number, or maybe it was the Dream Zote. I can't remember now, but you unlock him humming the Hollow Knight theme song or a theme song for the menu.
It's just his theme.
He gets really grumpy during it. Just like
He's the best.
yeah. Yeah. I understand if people don't like Zote, but at the same time, I'm like, you spend enough time investing yourself in this character, you will learn to love his grumpy little butt. All right. Well, not sure this would be the ladybug you would find in a Hollow Knight. Maybe with less bright shell. Maybe in Silk Song. That game seems like it's brighter. It's got more light to it from what they've shown. My understanding is Hollow Knight was supposed to be a game about descending into the ground, and Silk Song's supposed to be about ascending
into the ground.
So,
right?
So it's great. They made a Zote pin, and I rushed out and got it. Which I know is not saying enough, given how much you just rush out and buy whatever Hollow Knight crap exists, but but
you did it maybe faster and with more.
I'm definitely
more
faster.
Yeah. Not all of Hollow Knight is underground. No, you definitely visit the surface.
There's the not the tram, the riding bugs.
Yes.
The station.
Yes.
Steg.
Yes.
Stegways. Yes. Aha, I got there. And they've got a lot of great text too. You get off the platforming, you talk to them. He has all this text about like what he remembers of the different Steg stations, and love that game. I'm gonna end up like just playing it after this is over.
So yeah, this is definitely my fault that we're drawing Hollow Knight stuff today. Yep. Toots.
I just have a very rubber arm to twist.
Are you ready for another break?
Okay. I'm gonna look up Zote while we're doing that.
All right. We'll be back after these messages. Everyone, enjoy. Hey everybody. This is Can't Draw Horses Club. We're currently investigating the style of Hollow Knight. Because we like Hollow Knight. This is Heather.
Hello. I also like Hollow Knight and Can't Draw Horses. I fit all specifications for this stream.
Perfect. So you were working on Ladybug,
Yes. It's done now.
your Ladybug OC. All right.
Little very trustworthy ladybug.
What if you tried drawing the Ladybug from the side? Or another Ladybug?
Well, I was thinking of drawing the grub jar,
Oh, that's a good one.
and then I'll see where I go from there.
Yeah.
Because the jars are really neat. You know, they look like you could put
Anything in them.
some very
Especially
fancy
a baby.
fancy cookies in them.
Fancy cookies.
I'm
Thank you.
getting a little hungry. I'll admit, so I may just stray into food without meaning to.
I wanted to say thank you to Echo Tech Knight for 59 months subscription. And also Josh something who posted on the tweeters an ant, a honeypot
Ooh.
ant with a big honey butt. And a halberd, which is what that pole arm I think is called. So me, I did my OC. I did a assassin bug, and then I was like, well, it doesn't really feel like it fits, so I need to understand a little bit more about like what kind of shapes bugs come in.
It's a good ant.
And I've noticed a lot about like how regularly spaced the lines are for like the internal details of the bugs, like the little belly bands and the back bands.
Yeah,
and
yeah, they seem to be very just like consistent.
they're very consistent with that. And they also like some of the characters have hands, some don't. It depends on like how small the detail is at the end of their limbs.
Mm-hmm.
This one, which I can't remember, is that something like the dung beetle thing? It
Oh, oh, the one who throws his poop around at you.
I think.
Oh no, you're thinking that's cloth.
Yes, Cloth. Anyways, Cloth's wearing clothes. Cloth has clothes on. Has like a little sack on the head instead of.
Yeah, and so like what you normally see being kind of the mask-esque thing. You mean like clothes on their face? Because like a lot of them have what looks like clothes,
Yeah,
but
are
it's clearly
actually
like stylized wings or something.
wings or shells or.
Unless you're Hornet, because I'm not. It's just kind of like a shawl.
Yes.
Hornet could be nothing but two pairs of legs under that red fabric for all we know. Just two legs that go all the way to the head. Like anime legs that go on forever. No
Legs
butt.
that go all the way to the
no,
top.
Yeah, all the way to the top. Yeah, cloth is great. This is good. This is two.
Now I'm trying to draw the nail maker, nailsmith.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
And he has
I
6 legs.
think he's the one who ends up being a painter, or no? Wait, that's a different one.
That's a different one.
That's the nail master. There's like, yeah, it's those two, and then I think Sly. You can end up fighting. It's remembering all the hard parts of the game now. Path of Pain. Okay, that's right. It's kind of the jar's kind of interesting because it's a bit like a ball, but not really. It's got this little uneven, almost actually, it almost looks like a bead of water with a lid.
Huh.
And I'm really looking at it. Yeah, the nailsmith also has like a couple achievements set to him too that you can only do one of in a playthrough.
Oh.
One is incredibly sad, and the other one not.
So which one do you get?
Well, the first one time I did it, I didn't know that, and I definitely took the sad one because I decided that was his decision to make, and I should respect that choice.
That's what you get for respecting mindless bugs. Sadness.
So, yeah,
Learned that lesson, eh?
yeah, yeah. I think you can. I'm pretty sure there's a way to save cloth. I didn't do it. I didn't know at the time. There's a bunch of sad things that happen in this game if you're not paying attention. Just kind of creep up on you.
Right.
Okay, and then this has like a doodly bop.
Gotta get all your bops doodled.
Let's see. I start with a. That.
Huh.
Okay. I need to go. Okay. Then there's some light reflecty bits. That's yeah, that's fine. It's not as important as what I'm gonna put in this jar.
Oh, what you gonna put in the jar? Is it a baby?
It's a type of baby, I guess. It's gonna take a little bit of outlining. Let's see. There's like a thing here. It's got little baby legs. All right. This head I drew is it's all wrong. My reference photo is straight on, but that's okay. I can figure out how to draw this face more at an angle. I've never drawn beard hair before. This is somewhat awkward. There's a mouth in here somewhere.
Hmm. They have a lot of different ways to kind of render the hair, because like there's the butterflies and moths with their fuzziness, and then like the nailsmith has like the big beard thing. So I was trying to get a handle on that. Just kind of like the order you have to put your lines down to get specific shapes, because like you can't always lift the pen to get the correct shape. Like, I'm sure you could, clean up your line in post, but if you get it all in one, then it's more correct looking.
I mean, the way I'm drawing this is just going to look like every single person in Loading Ready Run with a beard, because I don't know how to draw that kind of.
I'm
My practice
sorry for the
of drawing a
sirens.
human being is very small. But everyone knows who this really is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it's Grab'em.
Grub'em.
Grub'em.
McGrubman.
Grubman. See, even our emotes look hard to tell apart. Those faces. All right, he kind of has more. Actually, it's got kind of more of like a thinner eyebrow. Not a thinner, faded? Not bushy. Also, I've really only done eyes that kind of look like anime eyes. So I don't know what I'm doing here. Now they just look dead and soulless. But to be frank, he's just stuck in a jar, so
Should be smug. Smug to be in a jar.
Smug.
Like you gotta make it so you don't want to let him out.
Smug. Nope, that looks happy.
Looking at the environments for the first time, and they are way more complicated than I remember. I remember them just being like green. You're in the green area.
No, they're like, actually quite complicated.
No, you've got like 5 layers of depth, and
there's
bushes.
Kind of stuff everywhere. They do a lot of really good foreground, background stuff going on.
Even like danglies from the ceiling.
I mean, all I'm really learning here is that human faces are hard, and why do they even exist?
Don't ask me that question. I avoid them. I don't even look at them.
Like, it's just like, oh yeah, it's like, okay, there's some eyes, sure, and you're like, oh shoot, how, eyes, okay, well then there's a nose, and then it's just like, oh shoot, how nose, mouth, no, just ignore mouth, gah. Like, no wonder everybody draws in a style that is not realistic. Might as well just take up cubism.
Okay, cubism might be a little more complicated than you're giving it credit for.
I was reaching for any kind of style of artwork, to be fair. I just couldn't recall anything. And I was like, cubes. Cubes. Who can't draw a cube?
I've tried.
You'd be surprised. It's probably me.
Well,
I mean, look at this. There are no cubes in this. There's no proof that I can draw a cube.
Success. Welcome, EDH 420, with that raid.
Oh, so many lovely raiders today.
Yeah. And I got a sub from McArg for 58 months with that Amazon money. Thank you. Just finished Commander game. Did you win?
Did you hold the command position?
Did it take 5 hours?
Commander's just like flag football and Magic cards, right? You gotta steal all their flags and then you win. Hold your own flag.
No, you have to attack your opponent's life directly.
Isn't that how all games work? Do you not just when you go and attack an opponent, Kikari, in any game, do you not directly attack your opponent? Or are you one of those people who likes to sideswipe them when they're
I'm
not
a little
looking?
more defensive,
And more defensive?
reactionary.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, I forgot to give Adam his extra legs.
Oh no.
That's so sad. No one tell him.
Okay, he's not gonna get out of that jar.
I mean, sure, but he should have all of his legs. Little jar legs.
That one jellyfish is an interesting look. That is a light post.
You tried drawing one of the benches?
Not yet.
The benches are pretty.
They are pretty, but the bug is sitting on them. Anyway. Clear my crap. Alright. La bench.
I really like that you can open up your map and technically still walk around with it. He's just looking at the map. Completely like in danger of their
I'm in
life.
danger.
And I like that when you sit on the map, it's like, oh, or when you sit on the bench, it's like, oh, time to update my little map. It's been taking it's cute. Some really cute animations.
Yep. Perfect. Nailed it.
I feel a little bad that he's stuck in this jar with nothing to do.
Give him some video games.
No, I'm gonna give him a choose your own adventure book. I know how much he loves those.
Yeah.
Choose
your own adventure in a jar.
Just put it out down here. Stuck in a jar, nothing to do. Play. Choose your own adventure book.
There we go.
Says, I don't know. I feel like if you were playing a video game inside of essentially a glass box,
Mm-hmm.
the light's just going to refract everywhere. It might be really annoying. Let's see. What are they playing tonight? Knights
They're doing
500. Uh, Dragons. Uh,
Gnome
Lose.
Dwarf.
Norm Dwarf Fortress. Uh,
Yes. Oh, look, he's having so much fun.
yeah. All his own, reading a book. This is basically what I did in school, but without being in a jar. Unless you consider the library to be a jar.
School is like a prison, which is like a jar.
We had in the elementary to junior high school that I went to,
Yeah.
the library was essentially a big room with shelves all along the edges, and then there was this giant thing in the middle that they had made so you could go up some stairs and stuff, but there were book stacks all around the outside of the middle, so you could kind of just hide in the library and in different book stacks.
Mm-hmm.
Was not as hideable in high school.
Oh, you
Uh,
should have.
Shelves were not made for hiding.
Nah, university is where the good shelves were.
You know, I never went to the library at the local college. Should have. U of A?
Yep.
What was their library like?
There were two halves. It was kind of like the public reference area, which was called Rutherford South. Rutherford South, which actually had a main library branch inside of it, and it had all of like the computers and stuff, and it was like 6 floors. But across there was Rutherford North, which was like all of the archival stuff, and that was cramped and just like cinder block construction and low ceilings, and it was great. You could go in there and read all the hedge geographies you wanted. But you would definitely, definitely 100% find people having sex in there.
Okay, I had heard stories about that. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
people definitely went in there to
so
make out.
so Gradum or Grubum? I'm making a jar label. It's like if I have I should label the jars.
Grub 'em, set, grub a dam. Grub 'em, grub a dan.
Grubadin.
Grub a dan. Grubby, grub a dam.
The label shows that I care.
About your specimens.
Oh no, I Did that thing where I did not give myself enough space.
I don't know.
To make labels slightly longer. It's just, like the collector is a character in Hollow Knight who has a collection of things, and you see all these jars that bash everywhere, but I don't think the collector labels his stuff, and I feel mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just label the thing, the jars, label them. They deserve labels.
I mean, like, the people in, I guess, Hollow Nest have even lost, like, the names for places. Like, they're really bad at just keeping stuff organized.
It's true. It's true. There's some memory problems going on.
Because they should have been like, hey guys, don't lick the weird stuff. And then people would be like, oh, hey, there's some weird stuff over here. And they would get rid of it instead of licking it and getting mind controlled.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna color in Grubbin?
Maybe. I'm making some tape edges.
Frank Locke, I have heard of Gartic Phone. I haven't played it yet, though. I understand the concept. It might be fun.
Gartic Phone. Line, draws the prompt, and everyone gets a drawing and makes a new prompt based on the one that... Isn't that just Fax Machine?
Yeah, but it's actually a website.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've heard like 3 or 4 different names for this game at this point.
Yeah, but this is like the Pictionary TM kind of thing. Like, they decided to call it Gartic Phone. I don't know why. This is like, was it Draw with Your Friends? Remember the phone app where you would have like a bird?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think. I know there was like a hard copy board game-esque thing that they tried to sell under a different name as well, because I worked at a board game place for a little while that sold it, and it was like $40 for what it was essentially some sketch pads and a list of ideas. And it was just like, how am I supposed to sell this to anyone? I feel like you gave me tic-tac-toe and tried to tell me to sell it for $40.
I feel like we tried in Moonbase Mark 4, Moonbase Delta, for a live, because we had the big drawing things, and then it would like you'd flip over the page and like write the text.
Yeah, I think we only did it the one time.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah,
we got some good results.
Did it on it early. It was good. It was I think Lilia was around for that. Actually,
wow.
It was a fun one because it had a really great way for us to like rotate out a lot of people. And if you didn't want to do the art drawing aspect, you could come in and be like, "Oh, okay," and do a line write of what you thought the drawing was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun.
So yeah, I think definitely like Gartic Phone has a place, but making it happen, you have to tell James. If you promise James that if we play Gartic Phone and you'll all show up for it, because he'd like to hear that.
Hmm.
All right. We are getting close to the end of things. So I am going to look at our schedule.
Give him a little table with a lamp.
Because it's Monday, Monday, Monday. So we already had Sekiro.
Oh, cars are excited for Monday.
Cards are excited for Monday. 5 p.m. Night of the Living Dead. Grubbadin's going to be reading from a book with bees and
Pillbug.
Pillbug.
I-
I was like, what bugs start with the letter P?
right?
Parasite? I don't know. There's going to be two weirdos with another weirdo. They're going to be reading. Because books are for weirdos.
Books are for reading.
Yeah.
It's their function.
And tomorrow, Tuesday, 9 o'clock in the morning, saw some people earlier saying that they would love to watch a stream where people just do the same thing over and over again.
Oh, well.
It's their favorite thing.
If you want to watch James jump off of cliffs on purpose and not on purpose, his discretion. I hear that's a good one for it.
And then on Talking Simulator, Cameron and I are going to be looking at The Gardens Between. So it's another gardening game, just like the last one.
Ooh.
Where
Really,
don't-
getting some variety in your garden.
Yeah. We don't directly garden, we do, in fact, puzzles.
Oh.
And
Oh.
then, let's know, Little Nightmares 2. The nightmare must be ending soon, I swear.
I think they're getting close.
Like, they can't just be trapped in the nightmare realm forever.
Well, it depends on how many times you die to a falling beam.
Will the gardening game be contained within normal space this time? I think the space is normal. I don't think the time is normal. Crossing the Streams. What? I'm on
Yeah,
it.
I
It's me,
I
Ian,
I don't know this game.
Nelson, Matt. We're playing Yellow and Yangtze, which I think are two rivers. This must be like a video board game.
I mean, probably. We've been doing a few of those lately.
Although it says it's on Crossing the Streams and not AFK.
Yeah, we haven't. We've been using the Crossing the Streams moniker for even the digital board games, though.
I'm kidding.
So no one can tell what we're doing.
Thursdays, magic, magic, magic. And then Ian's melting cheese. He's making some melting cheese. He's combining cheeses and then melting them
All right.
for 3 hours.
Okay. I mean, it's just a good way to spend some
It's
time.
not fondue.
It's cheese melting.
It's cheese melting. Custom cheese melting. Custom
Mhm.
melting cheese.
Custom.
Melting custom cheeses. But
Cu-
it's custom cheese melt. Friday. Checkpoint? Well, Thursday's checkpoint. You're right. You're right.
Well, yeah, okay. So I was gonna say, Ian, I've asked for a special stream at noon, but since it's not on the schedule yet, we won't talk about that. Anyone who understands what Friday is will probably understand. But yeah, chill point.
It is September.
Yep, it is September.
But yes, Friday. You got chill point. And then there's some sort of paper magic. I swear, like after the week we just had, I thought they would be tired of paper magic, you know?
Yeah, you'd think.
Thought we'd just run out of paper magic, but no. No, cards will be played.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Have to stick around on Friday to find out if they do.
Yeah. Saturday, Wheeler's gonna be in the shadows, dying twice.
Is he supposed to die twice per stream or just twice per game?
Honestly, I don't even think it's supposed to be him dying, because it's Sekiro shadows die twice, so it's the shadows are supposed to die. So
Right, so
maybe,
you have to-
maybe he has to
it's-
kill things twice.
The shadows are one of those game boss things where you think you've killed it because you got the health bar all the way down, and then it turns out it has a second health bar.
Yeah, it turns out you were just fighting the shadow and not the actual monster.
Ah, classic.
Right?
Classic Watchmen Chronicles.
And Rhythm Cafe, Wander Song. You
We
still
might
wandering?
finish it this time for real. I've said that for like I think the last 3,
Just
but because I've forgotten how much actually happens in that game. It's been a while since I played it, but this time I think we are at the end. I would do research and check on that, but I'm not going to.
yeah.
That's not the kind of that's not the kind of stream that is.
Maybe cut back on the science.
But the science is important, Corey. The science tells us about the dances we can do and the birds and but not the bees. We don't do the bees at the
No, but you do have to check that all the holes have a bottom. Or not.
I mean sometimes. Look, when we were wandering around in the dark in that one episode, I inadvertently may have checked some holes I wasn't meaning to.
Okay. After
But
that,
I couldn't see.
Wheeler is on playing Pokemans, the trading card game. It's like Magic the Gathering, except the monsters you summon aren't because you're a wizard. They're because you live in a world of Pokemon, and they're your companions, and you have to treat them well.
Yeah, so you have a deck of 4. I don't know how many deck cards you need, but you have a deck of 40 Pokemon. There's 40 Pokemon you're responsible
You've
for.
got 40 friends.
40 foods you gotta do.
You gotta
40
feed them all.
bedtimes
Yep.
and nap times you gotta do. I'm pretty sure you need to get a pet license for each one of them, depending on where you live. It's very expensive.
God. And you got to make sure you don't have too many powerful ones in there, because if you don't have the gym badges, then they just won't do what you want.
Yeah, no, the Pokemon are like, oh, you don't even have the rock badge yet? Why would I listen to you?
It's like, whoa.
Right? They're snooty. Snooty Pokemon exist.
Mm-hmm. So that's it. That's the entire week. Other than the soon to be announced very special day with Heather and Ian on Friday. Just checking my calendar. Are we sure it's Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Friday's the 17th.
Yeah, I thought it was the 19th. But 19th
No.
is Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Yeah.
Different day.
Yeah. Different day. And we're probably not going to talk like a pirate on Rhythm Cafe. It's too many R's. It's hard on the throat. And we already do a ton of voice acting for that game. If we have to turn everyone into pirates on top of that,
You
it's
do.
just gonna...
It's the rules.
Well, no
I'm
one
gonna-
told the sea captain.
Okay. Chat, I promise you, this is a loading ready promise, that on Sunday for Wandersong, they're going to be pirates. I'm not going to tell you what kind of pirates, but the people you will see will be pirates.
It's Sunday. Corey made promise. Corey's fault.
Yeah, do I have to send you a note in Slack for that?
Yeah,
You're not gonna be
'cause
surprised?
I'm gonna forget. Also, I don't. If anything happens to you on Sunday, Corey, I had nothing to do with it. Just putting that out there.
Okay, well, thank you all for being here on the stream. Hashtag Can't Draw Horses Club if you decide to take a swing at some Hollow Knight of your own. We don't represent Team Cherry, so we will not be hiring based on your submissions. But I hope to see you next week on Monday, assuming nothing happens to me on Sunday.
Nothing will
Bye.
happen to you on Sunday. Goodbye.